Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing a brand new episode in my Lord of the Rings Online Beorning Let's Play. And in this episode, we are going to be continuing our questing in Evendim. I finished a bunch of these quests between Evendim, I just need to turn them in. So let's do that. And I'm going to try to pause for a brief moment on some of these quests, so that people who are actually interested in reading them can just pause the video. That's something that somebody mentioned in a comment, and I thought that was probably a good thing for me to be doing. I'm not reading the quest personally, but if you want to pause the videos to read them, feel free to do so.
Good day. How do you do?
How do you do?
All right. Okay, there we go. So I'm not going to pause very long, but I will pause briefly every time I open a quest, just so that people who have a chance, who are interested in actually reading the quest and getting the story and all that kind of stuff, can do so. But let's continue. There's a couple quests here for us to do. We can make some glass. Also, I did level up between episodes. I leveled up to level 31, and we're almost halfway to 32 already, just from those quests that I turned in. So that's a good thing. This is really a great area for leveling. And now this guy is going to send us off to the Colossus. Although, there's a couple quests right in here that we might be able to knock out first. I think I'm actually going to... I'm honestly kind of tempted to skip them, just because it's two quests. In fact, I think I'm going to skip them. I'm going to skip those two. I don't really find the Hobgoblin's recipe and recovering the Lost Leaf all that important. So we're just going to continue on our journey and head off to the Colossus. Let me kind of dodge some of these mobs here. See if we can avoid getting attacked by all the bandits and spiders and nasty things that inhabit this portion of Middle-earth. There we go. I think we dodged the worst of them. Okay, so while we're going here, let's spend our trait point. I think I'm going to spend it just right here on melee damage. As a Beorning, I really can't go wrong with melee damage, since that is my primary source of attack power. And I managed to almost pull a spider there, which would have been kind of unfortunate. But we're going to head... I'm trying to find the road. The road is north. Okay, so we got to be going north of where we are right now. And then that road will take us all the way to the Colossus. This is a very pretty area of Middle-earth, although it's not an extremely breathtaking area, in my opinion. It's kind of one of those places where you look out and you're like, man, that's just beautiful. But it's not one of those kinds of places where you're like, wow, that's beautiful, and then you remember it for the rest of your life. Kind of like the difference between looking out over the valley, you know, when you wake up in the morning, if you live kind of out in the country, the difference between that and, say, like going to the Grand Canyon. There are certainly places that Turbine has made here in Middle-earth that are truly breathtaking and just unbelievably beautiful. I don't personally think that that Evendim so much is one of those, although it is a very pretty area, especially once you get towards the water and the lake and some of the ruins and things like that. There are certainly some very cool places to see here in Evendim. But let's continue on. We're just going to kind of follow the road off to the Colossus. Now, the Colossus is a big, huge statue. There's a whole bunch of quests there, and I believe it is the first set of quests in Evendim, other than the little farmer's market quests, where you will actually get your first piece of the Evendim gear set, which is a very, very good set for its level. It gives a nice set bonus. It's going to be interesting to see, though, how that works with Beorning, because I don't know. It used to be that every armor set was geared towards a specific class, but I don't know if they added an armor set for Beornings or not, so we'll have to take a look at that and find out. I'm hoping so, because otherwise that's really gonna take some of the fun out of Beorning for me if those quests aren't updated all the way. So I'm hoping they are, but we'll find out soon enough. We'll find out soon enough. The other thing, too, is that the Colossus is right here, and Tinadur is over here, and that's kind of the main hub area of Evendim, where all the fast travel places go and things like that. Since I hadn't been there yet, I actually had to ride all the way back to Evendim from Bree, where I was before I started the episode. So it took me a little while to get prepped for this episode, but that's alright. It's okay. There you can see the Colossus. Now that is a breathtaking sight. This, pretty. That, breathtaking. That, just such a huge difference. Look at that. That is just awesome. Man, I don't think I even have my graphics settings turned up all the way because my computer doesn't really like recording when they're turned up that high. But still, that just looks epic. I love it. Alright, so we are almost at the Colossus. We should be there very, very shortly. And you can see this river going through here. I don't know what the name of this river is. I wonder if the map says. Oh, that's actually the Brandywine. Okay. I guess I never really realized that. Very cool. So we'll talk to the stable master. And then we'll start talking to some of these people. Men of the North. Get some of these quests. We'll go ahead and get some more of these. We're just going to collect every single one of these quests. They're going to send us to a few different places. Primarily, they'll be sending us over to this area right here. And you know what? I just realized that I forgot to pause briefly on all of those quests I opened, so I apologize for that. Sorry, guys. It's a nasty habit that I'm trying to break. I'm trying to break it. My bad. Now, I've got a bunch of these Mathams. I'm just going to use those real quick. The fastest way to use items, rep items like this, is just put them in your hotbar right here, and then you can just click them as fast as you want, and then drag them out when you're done. Much faster than trying to right-click each one while it's in your inventory and having that little cooldown. Okay, so we're going to head off this way toward Tharsir, I think is what it's called, or something like that. It's over this way. It's kind of north. Well, actually, I guess it's more southeast of our position, but east, southeast, somewhere over this way. There's a few quests that we get up on top of the hill here at this ancient lighthouse. One of these has something cool underneath it for the quest, although I think it might actually be set up so that it's always the last one you pick. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, sand lurker. Now. Behave yourself. I was just trying to pass through in a peaceful, non-threatening manner, and you just had to go attack me. Now I'm going to have to turn into a bear and maul you. That's just not very, you know, I was trying to avoid having to maul anybody. But at least the guy gives us a quest item, which we can then turn in back at the Colossus for an extra quest reward. There we go. Ancient logbook. Did we find it? We did indeed find what we were looking for here. Okay, so that's good. Now we'll jump back up on our horse, and we'll head over this way. And let's see here. Let's come on down, and along the river, there's going to be a whole bunch of random things, like this pouch of oil. There's a whole bunch of these along the riverbank. Those are used for one of the quests, for the repairing the catapult quest. There's tons and tons of different materials that need gathering. You've got like rope, there's oil pouches, there's pieces of driftwood like you see up there. All sorts of things that you need to grab, and they are on both sides of the river. And sometimes if you're not kind of methodical about it, it can actually be pretty difficult to find some of the straggling pieces if you don't know where to look. There's certainly been times when I've done that quest and I get hung up on one thing, like one oil pouch or one piece of rope or one thing that I missed. And it always annoys me because then I'm like, well, I should have been more methodical about my search. Oh well. But we're going to kind of sneak away. And someone is IMing me right now. I'm just going to ignore them for the moment because I am recording. But I will talk with them afterwards. Let's see here. Okay, so there was one of the wheels. We've got more rope. Also, we're going to want to kill these crawlers that you see right here, because they are going to drop another item that we can make use of. Or another quest item that we can turn in. Something about a ring, if I remember correctly. There we go. And another quest item. We can turn that in for some extra rewards, which is always good. We'll pick that up. There's another rope I see over there. What did I see flashing over here? Oh, I think there's actually rocks that I need to overturn or something. Something along those lines. Oh, can't seem to sneak around the wall by jumping over it. That's alright. Here we go, small rocks. And then each of these is going to spawn one of those silk crawler guys. So we're going to have to overturn rocks and kill the silk crawlers that are underneath. That's no big deal. They all go down pretty easily. They're nothing too major. And let me know what you guys think. I'm curious as to your opinion on something, because we're getting actually pretty close to that point where I'm starting to get to the point where I'm going to have to be wrapping up the episode here very soon. But what I'm curious is this. Would you rather me spend more time on showing the quests as I go, or would you rather have me do it kind of the way that I've been doing it, where I start the quest, and, you know, I start the quest, I do some of them, I talk about them, things like that, and then I kind of finish them between episodes, because that way we can progress through the game a little bit faster. But you do miss some of the content, the running around, the killing and finding stuff, and all that kind of stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Would you rather have less stuff done between episodes, or would you rather have the stuff done between episodes like I've been doing, where I finish up random quests and things like that so that we can progress through the game at a faster pace? Let me know what you guys think about that. Looks like we only need one more silk crawler here. There we go. Now, there was a wheel. There's some rope. So we need actually quite a bit of rope. We need six bundles of rope. That's quite a lot, actually. And then another piece of driftwood. There's driftwood way down here. We can get rid of these quests that are already sending me back to the Colossus camp. Just take them out of our quest tracker so they're not taking up space for quests that we still have to do. Same goes for that one. Now, let's see. That one, actually, that one we're not doing. These ones we're doing. And I'm just going to go ahead and unlock those because it kind of annoys me when I've got quests locked. I wish they went into... I wish they defaulted to unlocked status and then you had to manually lock them instead of vice versa. But that's alright. It's certainly not that big of a deal. Okay, so there's one entrance up here. We just need to kind of get close and then run away. Because there's 5 entrances total. And you just have to get close enough to them that it triggers the quest. Let's go along the beachhead here. I'm gonna try and avoid some of these guys. They're looking vicious. Definitely pulled one. Maybe 2. I don't know. Nope, looks like just 1. Okay, 1 I can handle. I'm not worried about 1 guy. I'll even have an opportunity to grab a bundle of rope before he gets to me. There we go. So we'll take him out. And that is the end of him. We got a new deed for Tomb Defender, for killing Tomb Raiders, basically. Now we gotta find all that rope. There's still 2 more bundles of rope, and I think they're pretty much along the shoreline over here. Because it actually extends quite a ways. Let's see. Looking for rope. Looking for rope. I see some right over there. Also got these bar guests that are looking kind of hungry. I think I kind of want to mostly avoid those bar guests. They might eat me, and that would just be a bad way to go. No one wants to get eaten by bar guests. Alright, let's head over here and kind of stick to the shoreline once again, because that's where that last rope is going to be. I think it's somewhere... Yep, there it is. And this also looks like a fairly safe location. So guys, I am going to go ahead and end this video right here. We're going to try out picking up these quests exactly where I left off in the next episode. Let me know what you guys think about that. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I really do appreciate it, and it really, really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.